Hi, hello everybody. Nif here with another Neverness to Everness video. Today we are going to be taking a look at the gacha system as well as all the other premium currency stuff, all of the skins, and what we have to look forward to for this game in terms of the paid portion of the free-to-play game. And yeah, I was talking about riding the train in the last video, so I thought I'd open this video with us chilling on the train. We can check our phone while sitting there. And as you can see, check the mail. They're giving us tons and tons of pulls and everything in order to pull in the Scarborough, I don't know how to say that, the Scarborough Fair. That is what the gacha element of the game is called. As you can see, this is the limited banner, which you are guaranteed this limited banner character in 90 pools. So you're guaranteed that S tier or S class character in 90 pools. There is no 50-50 for the limited banner characters, which is interesting. And then every 10 pools you're guaranteed an A class item. So S class would be the 5 stars, A class would be the 4 stars. I've got 40 pools for the limited banner that we'll use, as well as another 30 pools on the standard banner. These are just the banners that we have right now on the beta, and I am not sure exactly what we'll be getting on release, but we can address that as we get closer to that time. With the strange encounters, the standard banner, you're guaranteed the same, an A class within 10 rolls and an S class after 90 rolls. But after your first 50 rolls, you are you are given a character selector. So I'm guessing that that's might be in place of a beginner banner where they have the discounted pools and everything. And it is cool that they let you pick which character you pool. I'm going to go through each of the standard banner characters, but we're going to do that in the following video tomorrow or the next day, we'll see. But for now, we're going to talk about the gacha, which, as you can see, 30 pools, 40 pools, total of 70 pools we're going to do here. And when you think about it, it's not that different from a regular gacha game, but just the presentation, as you can see here, is this looks like I'm doing a 10 pool right now, but I'm not. I'm actually entering the banner, and the banner is represented by this game board that is popping up right now. It's a little bit different than what I've grown accustomed to, where I click. Okay, so we'll read this, but where you click temple and do the temple, we'll get to that in a second. But this is the way it works. So you consume a dice to gain movement points. Then you move to the corresponding tile and obtain items. Those can be these purple chests, these gold chests, these, I think they're called lost pieces, as well as just the straight up character card. So landing on the character card guarantees the card that is shown on the tile. As you can see here, it's circling that S class card. When moving your character to a chest tile, you have a chance to immediately obtain S class characters from the current board, depending on the chest type. So the purple chests have a 0.2% base chance to immediately obtain S class characters from the current board, and a 99.8% chance for just a B class arc, which is the weapons. So that's a very, very, very slim chance. It's a percentage of a percentage, you know? And then the hero chests are the golden chests. They're guaranteed 2 warp pieces, and there's a 3% chance to immediately get the S class character. And then there's a 97% chance for a B class arc. So you click to spin the dice. It's going to make me use 1 roll. I hit a 1, so I'm guaranteed this character. I'm pretty sure this is scripted. But yeah, here's the character.
Are you okay? Since this is our first meeting, why don't we take a photo together?
Alright, so we got Haniel. We'll go over the characters again in another video. but I'm pretty sure this is like the scripted guaranteed character that you're gonna get. But that is about it. It is, instead of just clicking, oh, you do get discounted rolls up to 50. I was wrong. But yeah, instead of just clicking 10 pool, I mean, you could technically click 10 pool and then skip through all these rolls, but something about it is just like a little extra fun, in my opinion. Like, these would be the weapons, and I guess once the like excitement of it wears off, we'll probably just go to skipping every 10 pull. Unless if you're making a YouTube video, then you want to take up as much time as you can. I'm totally not doing that right now. But here I landed on this, so I'm going to cross this bridge, I think. Let's see, so the secret fair can only be reached through the Rainbow Bridge. The rewards are greater within the secret fair. So do I get across here or nah? Okay, so if I rolled a 1 here, I would land on that S tier. But unfortunately, rolled a 3. But we're still rolling. As you could see, like, going through the 10 pool and not actually just skipping to the end, it's pretty time consuming, but I think it's also kind of neat. The only way to guarantee would be landing on that, which you could get within the 90 pools. However, okay, what just happened? What? Okay. So I am in Slumberland. There are resting guardians on the board. When you move to their tile, you will awaken the dormant guardian, who will flee forward 9 tiles with the treasure. You need to catch up to the guardian within 3 dice rolls. After each dice roll, the guardian will move forward 2 tiles. Successfully catching the guardian rewards 30 warp pieces, while failure causes the guardian to disappear with the treasure. So yeah, I randomly have the opportunity to catch that little dude. Like, a 1 is not a good start because he's going to move forward 2. So now he's like 13 moves away. So yeah, that's way too hard to catch. I got a bunch of warp pieces, which we'll look at what those are used for here shortly. But yeah, let's do another 10 roll here, see if we could get anything cool. This is my second playthrough of a beta. Okay, let's see what we got here. Alright, we got this little dude.
Hello, I'm Edgar, here to apply for the Anomaly Hunter position.
Alright, so we got Eddie. But yeah, as I was saying, this is my second playthrough on this, on the closed beta test 3. This is my second playthrough because I went through on the American server. Now I'm on the Asia server in order to get some footage and kind of re-experience everything. But I did get an S class on my first 10 pool on there. I don't remember which one it is. I'm still learning everybody's faces and names and everything. But hopefully we'll score another one here. If not, we'll get to that Selector pretty soon, which is cool. But yeah, this is a pretty unique presentation for the gacha. But realistically, the big difference is no 50-50 on the limited banners, which is pretty awesome. Here's another A-class character. We got a copy of Mint. Mint is the first free character that you get aside from your main character. So getting copies is cool. We will talk more about the constellations in the character video, and we'll take a look at how constellations work. So subscribe if you want to check that out. Now let's do, I believe, our last 10 roll here. And yeah, it's pretty time consuming if you go through each of the little things, but it's not as fun if you're just going to skip to the end, especially when you're just getting started. Let me cross the bridge. If I crossed the bridge there, I would have gotten the S class. What A class is this? Alright, it's the wolf dude.
Here to do my job.
We got a Skia for all you furries out there. So if we would have got landed, I mean, you have to land there, then you have to roll a 1, so I'm not sure. It would be cool if it let me cross, because then I would hit. Maybe there's like a 50% chance you go that way if you don't land on the tile, but that could probably easily be answered, just with experience, I guess. But we are coming up on the end of our normal pools, and then I'll show you guys the limited banner pools, see if we get lucky there. And after that, ooh, we're landing on the little rainbow bridge. Sweet. Oh, well, we do have, oh, we've got 5 left. We'll go through them. Why not? So we get a cross on over. Ooh, you have a, so if I hit a 1 here, I'll just get 5 extra dice. That's pretty sweet. We got an S pool, but it's just the warp pieces, which can be used in the store. I'll show you guys those. Hit 1. Oh, hell yeah. So we got an extra 5 pool there. That is sweet. I didn't know about that. So now we have 8 total. So we could do a full 10 pool there off of that. Sweet. Thank you, Rainbow Bridge. All right. So we'll use up, get another gold chest, nothing. So we'll use up this temple, then we'll move on over to the limited banner. Let's hit a 1 for that free dice, come on. Nice, free dice. I mean, oh. Now we gotta catch that dude again. Maybe we could catch him this time. A 5, that's a good start. So we move 5, he moves up 2. So now he's not that far away. He's 6 away. Okay, a 4. He moves up 2. So we need to hit a 4 or higher to catch this little dude. Okay, so I think we catch him here. Gotcha. So what do we get from this guy? We get 30 warp pieces plus 30 lost pieces. And a 6 for one of the last rolls. Oh, we are 1 off this. Let's get back-to-back 1s here. Okay. 1 more 1. 1 more 1. Oh, hell yeah. So we're hitting on our last pull in the normal banner. Couldn't be more scripted. We are hitting... Okay. I don't know her name.
The flaws of the human heart are often harder to
Alright,
measure
so we
than
hit
the price
G1.
of a transaction.
We'll take a look at her in tomorrow's video, and we'll get some gameplay of her up. Taking a look at her skills and everything, but sweet. We hit an S-class Anomaly Hunter. That is exciting. So let's use this last roll, I guess. 2. Give us another S rank, why not? Okay, fine. We take those. Alright, so we did a 44 rolls there, a fair amount of rolls. It wants us to check out the ARC shop. I don't want to do that though, so with Movie Magic I could edit this out, but we're already here. So we have 40 rolls available for Nonali right now. We're going to check that out. And hey, maybe we'll get lucky and hit her in those 40 rolls, but we can't really be... Okay, copy of Mint. We can't get our hopes up that much after just hitting an S-class pretty early on the other pity. And then we're 6 off of the Selector on the normal banner, which is cool.
Mint's here!
Mint is here. I think that's the 2nd copy of her I got. Maybe the 3rd. But... yeah, the way that they use constellations in this game are pretty interesting. It's different than we've seen in other gacha games, to my knowledge. But if you want to know more about that, come on back tomorrow or maybe the next day. Subscribe if you want to stay up to date on all these videos. And hey, while we're going through these rolls and I'm yapping, I'm trying to keep my brain rolling. If you're interested in anything specifically that the game has to offer, go ahead and drop down below in a comment what you'd like to see, and I'll do the best that I can to check it out for you. And yeah, we're all trying to learn more about this game before release, so I want to do the best that I can for anyone in the community who doesn't have access themselves. But yeah, there's the first temple. We've got 30 more to go. Let's bust those out real quick. I wonder what it's like. So we're gonna skip the rest of this temple. I want to see like what the animation is like if we hit anything. Okay, so we got a copy of
Should we head out?
of Edgar, and it didn't pop up or anything. I would assume if it was a copy of a new character, it would have played the animation. But yeah, let's go with the second 20 pool. Or the second, the third 10 pool? So I think we're 30 in? I'm not 100%. My brain is mush. I've had a long weekend hanging out with my 3-year-old, and they are a lot of work. Alright, we got another copy of Edgar. We could skip this dude. Get out of here, Eddie. New disc. Oh, this dude again. Alright, we caught him last time. Let's see if we could get him again. We want like 4, 5, or 6. A 6 is a great start. So he is going to be 4 away. So on average, I think we should be able to get him here. Another 6. Easy. Come here, buddy. Alright, so we caught him, got some more warp pieces. And we are still on a roll hunting for this S rank character. I want to see what happens if you pull it from these gold chests, because 3%, while it is a low percentage chance, it's still like a decent chance to hit. Alright, our last 10 roll, and then we will check out the shop. So we're just gonna miss that, get another copy of Mint, skip that. Okay, we teleported. Okay, by skipping that Mint animation, I accidentally skipped the rest of the pools. Very cool. Click in an empty spot. So as you can see, we used up our 40 pools there. That leaves us with 40 out of 90 pity for Nonali. And my understanding is that there is 0 50-50. You are guaranteed the S rank character, and then the rules, we could go over those to make sure that I got that right. But the overall chance of obtaining current limited S-class characters per roll on the current board, including pity, is 1.87%, with a base chance of 0.99% per roll on the standard board and 19.59% per roll on modified board. The modified board is once you reach soft pity, I believe, which soft pity begins at 70 pools. So the board starts as a standard board if no current limited S-class character is obtained for 70 consecutive rolls. The board modification triggers, greatly increasing the chance of obtaining current limited S-class characters each roll. So it goes up to 19%, which is crazy. So after obtaining the current S-class character, the board reverts to the standard board with that standard 90 or 0.99% chance, so under 1% per roll. And then if no current limited S-class character is obtained after 89 rolls, the 90th roll is guaranteed to be that character. Chance of an A-class item per roll is 22.98%. Every 10 rolls guarantees 1 extra points gift with a 20% chance for an A-class character and an 80% chance for an A-class arc, which the arc is essentially the weapons. Let's see, bonus rewards and duplicates. When obtaining the same S-class character for the 2nd through 7th time, each duplicate will be converted into 1 mind shard of that character and 40 warp pieces. And then after getting the character 8 times in a row, which who would spend their currency on that? I don't know. Each duplicate will be 80 warp pieces. Don't do that. So when you obtain the same A-class character for the 2nd through 7th time, again, you get 1 mind shard, 6 warp pieces after the 8th time, 12 warp pieces. I want to know if the pity carries over. Okay, here's some event outfit info. So there's a chance to obtain the outfit for the first time. It's 0.68% with a base chance of 0.33%. But after 200 rolls on the current board, you can claim a character outfit from outfit perks. Okay, so we'll take a look at that. Geez, there is so much. Glider skins, all sorts of information. It's got the dice roll records. Let's hop into the store here. So we hop into the shop, and then there's the warp exchange, which is kind of the typical thing that you expect in gacha games. You can get the dice for the limited board as well as the standard banner pools. Those cost 24 of these warp pieces, and then with the lost pieces you get the limited amount of pools. So we can get 5 of the limited banners, 5 of the standard banners, and while we're at it, we'll grab 5 of these, and we will grab 3 of these so we could use that last 10% off pool. And we will wrap the video up with those pools. But aside from those currencies, you've got the premium currency that you earn through gameplay, which can be exchanged for the dice or the keys. The keys are used in the ARC shop, which you can use them to buy individual ones of this rarity. However, for the selected character, there's typically going to be this banner that you want to pull from. It's a much quicker affair pulling from this banner. Like, it's going to pull all 10 here really quick and easy. Flick through those. It looks like I got a shiny gold one, so we'll see what we got there. Alright, S rank, we got the Reality Refuge. Cool. Well, that's pretty sweet. While we're here, let's just use these real quick. We got the Youthful Fantasy and another temple. No gold this time around, but we got 2 S ranks. That's pretty sweet. That'll make the PBE experience pretty chill. Not PBE, CBT. But last up, I wanted to talk about the fashion shop portion of the game. Now, as you can see here, these fawns are just currency that you get playing the game. It's your typical credits, whatever you want to call them. And as you can see, you can purchase many skins with just the in-game currency, which I think is super cool. And then you've got this character skin for Nonally, which you can purchase with the in-game currency, but if you're just pulling on the banner, there's an event where you get a skin for her. So if you roll up to 200 times for more than 1 pity, you can unlock this skin, which I think is pretty interesting. And it encourages people, even though there's no 50-50, to roll for 2, maybe 3 copies of the character. I'm not sure how I feel about that. There's more. You could unlock this glider dude.
What should we do today?
Which would be at 50 pulls, a car skin at 120 pulls, and then the character skin at 200, which I think is pretty interesting. Now, I'm starting to run out of breath here. We are going to use our last 10 pull here with those 8 pulls, and then I'm going to call it a night because I'm tired and I want to go watch Boardwalk Empire with my wife. We just finished Peaky Blinders, and so we're really into like the 1920s, like early 1900 gangster stuff. it's been pretty entertaining. But yeah, as always, thank you guys for watching. Anyone who made it this far, I appreciate you. Comment down below anything about the game really, but if you made it this far, comment down below what your favorite Pokemon is. I'm curious to hear, and while there may be 0 comments down below, I'm practicing, you know? I gotta save these things at the end of a video, otherwise what am I doing? Alright, we got and copy of the wolf dude. Skip that. It's gonna skip to the end, isn't it? Okay, we got another copy of the wolf dude. Okay. So we got 2 copies of him there? That's weird. But yeah, doing all the plugging stuff. Like I said, comment, do that. Like the video if you like the video. Please let me know if there's anything that I could share with you guys about the CBT or anything you'd like footage of, because I would love to provide that. Got a copy of Adler, which sounds like antler, and he had a little he had a little deer ghost thing behind him. Alright, last roll for the normal banner. Some more lost pieces. And we are going to finish up with our... Okay, we got a character selector, sweet. We're going to finish up with our last 10 pull on the limited banner. And then I'm all done with pulling. And I'm glad that I could share it with you guys. Can I skip this? Okay, skip. Oh, you could 2x it and make this rolling a little bit quicker. Okay, I don't mind the 2x because I like going through the rolling and not skipping everything, but 2xing it is a little bit more bearable. But as we're coming to an end on this video, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. I hope you have a great day. Please do the liking, the commenting, and the subscribing thing. I would love the support. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. You guys can watch the last few pulls as they go. Me sitting here talking isn't really going to provide much more to the video, so I could just shut up, but I'm not going to. Yeah. Okay. Last pull. Oh, nice. We got the little rainbow road for the next pulls. All right. Well, let's close this out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in a future video. Have a great rest of your February. All right. Peace.